So hey there guys, welcome to Dino's World. This is just a quick video that I wanted to make for all of you guys because you guys kept requesting me as to how to avoid wrist pain and shoulder pain while riding Supersport machines. So this is something that I follow. I'm not a bike expert. I don't consider to be some kind of a bike guru or anything. I just share whatever knowledge I have learned over the years of riding all sorts of motorcycles for the last 2 decades. So this is something just I wanted to share to help you guys. So this is something that I follow. So let's get on to the bike. This is the RC200 ABS model. Thanks to KTM Begumpet for lending me this bike for this demo purpose. So I'm going to get on this bike and show you what is the ideal riding posture to avoid wrist pain or back pain or shoulder pain while riding these aggressive Supersport machines. So let's hop on. So the first thing to note is this is the posture that we usually ride. Okay, this is the ideal Supersport posture. But I just hope the mic is able to grab or grasp every bit of audio, because we are relying on the external mic output on the camera. I'm not doing a voiceover on this. So this is the usual Supersport aggressive riding posture that we do when you are on the track, hitting the streets. But you can't ride like this all day long. You look like a fool. I mean, riding at around 40 kilometers per hour, trying to maintain the speed. I mean, this riding posture is not ideal, and you tend to develop some body pains as well. So this is the usual city riding posture that we maintain. But what happens here is your body is falling on the wrists. On your wrists, so the entire body weight on your wrists, and that is where on your palms and wrists, and that is where you start developing palm pain in your palms or wrists after riding for prolonged periods of time. So to avoid that, the ideal posture to ride the bike or to grip the bike is to grip the bike with your thighs and knees. You have this knee recess kind of a thing given here, that is to slot your thigh or knee in such that you can grip the bike. Just hope the bike stands, such that you can grip the bike like this with your thighs and knees, slot it in the knee recess that has been given on the tank, and that's how you hold the bike. It's not holding on for dear life with your palms and wrists, I mean with your hands, wherein the entire body weight is falling and you have the entire force being applied on your palms. So that is where you tend to develop pain in your palms after prolonged periods of riding, and you also tend to put your weight on your wrists, and that is where the pain develops in your wrists. So when you're gripping the bike, the petrol tank with your thighs and knees, you just gently rest your arms on the bike. You're not putting your weight like this. You're resting your hands on the bike, and the elbow posture is somewhat like this, straight, such that there's not much of strain falling on your wrists or palms, and you just use this to steer the bike. You use your hands to steer the bike, not to hold it really aggressively with all the force. So that is where you tend to relax. You tend to enjoy the machine. You're gripping the bike, you're holding the bike with your thighs and knees, and you're also trying to steer the bike in the traffic without putting the entire body weight on your wrist or palm. So this is one of the ideal riding postures. If you just want to ride like this, you can ride all day long without developing any back pain or shoulder pain or even wrist pain. Another thing is, you don't sit so forward in the bike where your groin area is falling on the tank. It's slightly back. That is where you have a bit of support from the rear seat as well, and you just gently rest your arms on the handlebar such that there's not much of body force falling on the bike. Now, point number 2 is how to steer the bike. This is another major thing that you guys need to note while cornering or trying to take on corners. So what happens here is generally people say that you have to pull your butt cheek out like this while cornering. So what happens here, the actual philosophy that needs to be maintained is where you look is where you go. I think all of you know that. So if you're looking this way, your entire shoulder portion should point in the direction which you want to go. If the corner is to the left and this is where you need to go, you have to see the line in which you want to go first. You have to spot that line, look towards the line, and then point the entire body posture towards the line like this. And that's how you corner, and that's how you make sure there's not too much of confusion happening there. But what people generally tend to do is they follow this butt philosophy. They say we have to put our butt cheek out. So instead of focusing on the line where they need to go, instead of looking towards the line and positioning their body towards the line where they need to go, they first put their butt cheek out like this. And you can see that my shoulder is pointing this way when I'm trying to corner with my butt cheek. Okay, so the butt cheek coming out should come out naturally. It shouldn't be the first priority that you put your butt cheek out. Your shoulder is pointing towards the opposite direction. You are trying to look here, so it's all confused and the wrong way of trying to enter or trying to target a corner. So when you're looking at the line in which you need to follow, you're positioning your body towards the line that needs to be followed. Your butt cheek comes out automatically. It's not that you're pulling your butt cheek out deliberately. So this is one more important thing that you need to note while cornering: looking where you need to go, positioning your shoulder and body towards the line where you need to go. One more thing I wanted to point out: you can come here and focus on the foot positioning. So you have something given over here. I just hope you can see. So this is to position your foot. Rest your foot on this particular point while cornering. And if you're cornering like this, there's every possibility of your toes hitting the ground when you try to corner hard. This is where you pull up your foot back, rest it on the portion that has been given for the purpose of resting your foot, and you have your toe pulled out all the way back such that even when you corner, your toe doesn't hit the ground. So this is a few things that I wanted to share. First, don't put your weight too much on your wrist and palms. Just rest your hands gently, put your elbow down, relax, and hold the tank, hold the bike or grip the tank with your thighs and knees in the recess area that has been given. Look where you need to go. Look where you need to go when you're trying to corner. Position your body towards the line in which you're headed actually, instead of trying to put your butt cheek out and getting everything wrong. And then of course the foot position of trying to rest it right on the place, on the slot that has been given for the purpose. And a few things that I want to highlight one more time is, by following that kind of riding technique, what it does is it enhances your visibility through the corner, because when you're looking right where you need to go and positioning your body as well, you get maximum visibility of what lies ahead, maximum visibility through the line of the corner. That helps you all along to follow the line flawlessly. But apart from this, few more things that you need to bear in mind before you set out on your morning ride is to make sure that the bike is in proper condition. Check the tire pressure, make sure it is as per what's mentioned in the user manual. Check the tire tread pattern and make sure the wear and tear is not too much, and make sure that it can offer adequate traction. Then you look at the disc pad wear and make sure the disc pads are just about right and they are not worn out completely to offer good braking performance. And another point is warming up your tires before you start hitting the corners. So how do you warm up your tires? Well, the common method used is to sway from one side to another or swerve from left to right to warm up the side walls of the tires. Well, experts maintain that that's not the right way to warm up your tires. They say that hard acceleration and hard deceleration is the way to go. So you need to go a little hard on the accelerator, but the acceleration has to be smooth. It shouldn't be sudden. So it should be strong, but it should be smooth. And even the deceleration should be smooth. So you keep repeating the process of acceleration and deceleration. So this is the actual method of warming up your tires as per motorcycle experts out there. So this is what I wanted to share. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.